let's talk a little bit about masking and how that can be useful for us inside of Unreal. So I'm going to go to the content drawer and I'm going to come to my core nodes here and I'm just going to make a material. Feel free to make it wherever you've been saving. And I'm just going to right click and I'm going to go up to material. And I'm going to name this M Masks 01. And I'm going to double click to open this up. And we're going to take a look at something called component masking. And component masking, so if I hold down the 3 on the keyboard and I left click, I'll get my constant 3 vector and I'm going to plug this straight into base color. And I'm going to set it to, it's kind of like a yellowy orange color. So I have a little bit of blue, a little bit of green, a little bit of red. And what you'll notice is I have the full gamut and I can see all my colors. Because again, the white pin that we connected out to base color is actually 3 values. It's actually the red, the green, and the blue. So let's say I drag a pin off just red and connect it to base color. So what do I get? It's a single value. I'm only seeing this X value because again, XYZ equals RGB. So I'm getting 0.77 and I'm going off the Y, I'm getting 0.39 and then I got off the blue, I'm getting 0.3. So it's nearly black. But sometimes we can't have access to these or we don't want to have access to these specific pins here. Sometimes we do math operations where we can't get access to them. So for example, if I do a world position node, you can see here that I have XYZ, but only Z, but I can't access just Y. And again, remembering that XYZ actually just means there's a position like XYZ here in colors. So if I do a thing called a component mask, so COM, and I click this down, you'll see by default it's component masking down to the red and the green channel only. So if I come off this pin and then I go out, you'll notice it won't change too much, but basically it's removed that blue value. So again, if I come in my material and I make this more blue, it actually is removing all of the blue channel information, but letting the red and the green pass through. So it went from 3 pieces of information to 2 pieces of information coming out. And this can be useful. There's going to be times where it'll say, oh, down here in the information, you have a component mismatch. You have 3 pieces of information when we were looking for only 2. And Unreal won't let you do that because they're trying to make sure you don't make a mistake where you're trying to feed something in and thinking you're going to get something out. So this can be really handy if, let's say I use the base color and I need to do something with this. I can actually, I'm going to Control C and Control V, the component mask. I can actually mask this down. And this mask is acting the same as this XY output. So I'm basically just dropping the Z component. Because again, R is X, G is Y, and B is Z. So this can be really handy when we're working with certain pieces of data and we want to be able to limit what is coming in and out.